How's it? Indian Cowboy, docsports.com. Financial Wednesday, October the 2nd, as we get this video to you. Have your free pick winner in just a second here. Not a ton of games for us to get you a free pick on, and I will try to have this video for you a little bit earlier today. It's interesting that if I would have given you some leans today, it would have probably been on the Royals, which they're up, and also the Houston run line, which they would have lost. So in a way, it's good. Your premium baseball selection today is between Atlanta and San Diego, which goes off later this evening. But your free play today is going to be between the Mets and the Brewers. I'm going to get that to you in just a second. Hello, I'm Indian, and I'm also going to tack on the Texas State football game, which goes off tomorrow. Texas State and Troy. But hello, I'm Indian Cowboy, and this is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for a cool 19 years, and Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. Our best selections over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are our YouTube, or I should say our free picks and leans, which is the daily video that you're watching right now. Obviously, I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. And we, of course, have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel where for $20 a month, I do a live show every single day from Monday through Sunday. And for $200, we do a live show every single day. 200 plus games all for just $20 a month. It's a recorded podcast that you can re-listen to anytime. You get a written summary at the end. Awesome value. Plus, you can hang out with me in a live setting, and you can ask me any questions you want. Yeah, it's probably one of the best deals on the internet. And I'm going to do a live show today at around 6:30 Eastern as we sort of gear up for tomorrow's football card. And obviously a lot of other action tomorrow in Thursday college football, Thursday NFL, all the NFL throughout the course of the week. So today's live show at 6:30 for YouTube Premium is going to be a lot of fun. If you want even more content, hop onto my Twitter. It has my latest updates, hot takes on sports, popular consensus reports, and our latest videos are posted there. So 2 free plays for you today. Normally I have 6, but don't forget we have I'll still repeat my top 2 NHL futures for you here as well. But don't forget that NHL is around 6 days away. We're super excited about it. And we'll have a PDF for you about I think we closed the playoffs on a plus 3,600 run in hockey, and absolutely cannot wait for you to join us for the hockey playoff or for the hockey season. All right. Outside of that, we're excited about our football card this week. We had a down week last week, but we will bounce back. Pretty excited about it. We have obviously baseball playoffs are 1-0 to start, plus 400. We won with the Houston under yesterday. We won 11 of 13 winning MLB playoff seasons. I think it's 149 for the remainder of the baseball playoffs. WNBA 3-1 start to the playoff season. NHL countdown, again, about 6 days away. Football, baseball, hockey, we haven't had back-to-back losing weeks in football, so I expect us to have a very strong football card this week. So football, baseball, NHL. We do have a 5-unit soccer selection today as well, and we'll have a 7-unit soccer selection later this week, so hopefully you'll join us for that. Let me check something real fast here. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that. And yeah, let's get to your free play winner today. Your free play winner today is going to be between the Mets and the Brewers under the posted total today. So I like the under here. You can find the under total currently at 7.5. And look, the Mets won 8-4 yesterday. Huge win. Mets only had 7 hits, and the Brewers had 8 hits in that game. But the Mets still ended up winning by a final score of 8-4, even though they had less hits, right, 7 to 8 hits. And Milwaukee has now lost back-to-back games to the Mets. It's hard to imagine Milwaukee losing 3 in a row. Manaea and Montes here. Manaea at 3.47 ERA. He just went 3 innings, 7 hits, and 5 runs, and lost to the Brewers in his last game. But it held Washington to 1 run prior to that. So Manaea is going to bounce back. He had a horrible start against the Brewers. He's trying to help the Mets win here, obviously, and but he held Washington and Toronto 1 run to just 1 run prior to that, in over 14 innings. That's really good. So I expect Manaea to bounce back. The other thing is he only had 1 strikeout in his last game in less than 4 innings of work. He's going to be super motivated today. Montas here with a 4.55 ERA for Milwaukee. If you remember, he pitched for Oakland for a long time. Now he's with Milwaukee. He went 4 innings, 2 hits, and 2 runs against the Mets last time. He did go 5 innings, 5 hits, and no runs against the Dodgers. Now his team is facing elimination. He also went 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs against the Cardinals. Mets could be a team of destiny, but it does make a lot of sense for both these guys to pitch exceptionally well today with Manaea on the bounce back and Montas sort of on a bounce back after only 4 innings last game and his ability to produce great games in the past. So I like the under here between these 2 teams. Okay? Now, as it relates to, a quick lean here on the Texas State against the Troy game yesterday. I like Texas State here. I think Texas State is a good spot. I think Texas State, G.J. Kine is a heck of a coach. He used to be with the Giants, he used to be with the Eagles, and the Calgary Stampeders, and the Ottawa Rough Riders. So he's been around a long time, okay? By the way, I think our free play on the Connecticut Sun was what was our free play yesterday? It was on the Minnesota. Yeah, it was on the Minnesota Lynx, which was a win yesterday, right? So that brings us to 3 straight free play winners. Let me correct that up here. Minnesota -4.5. Yeah, but as it relates to Texas State, I like Texas State here. Troy won 31-13 and 17-14 the last 2 years. I think Texas State has, of course, a bit of revenge. I think they're going to bounce back. Texas State comes in losing back-to-back games, including 39-40 to Sam Houston State. That was a game they were favored by 11.5 points. They lost to Arizona State 28-31. They were 2.5-point favorites in that game, too. So now they've lost back-to-back games. Okay, likely hungover from the Arizona State loss, which is why they weren't able to focus on Sam Houston State and lost that game. Immediately hungover from that game. I like the fact they gave up 40 points in their last game, which is a season high, and they also gave up 31 points to Arizona State. So they're going to be super ticked off after giving up 71 points in the last 2 games, coming off back-to-back losses, and having double revenge. Texas State was up 22-0 at the end of the first quarter in their last game, and then they ended up losing that game to Sam Houston State. Texas State was 8-5 last year. They have to bounce back. Troy has had a tough schedule so far in their defense, losing to Iowa, Memphis, and Nevada. That's why they're 1-4. And I get that Nevada loss isn't that bad, considering Nevada lost by just 5 to SMU, and you saw what SMU did to FSU. But I do think Texas State gets back on the saddle here, and I think it's going to be, I think DJ Kine gets him back, back on the saddle here, and a guy that coached for the Eagles and Giants, Rough Riders, and Stampeders, and then therefore I like Texas State. And I continue to tell you, I talked about this in detail a couple of videos in a row now, but my top NHL future, again, is the Ottawa Senators to make the NHL playoffs, plus the 125. I think head coach DJ Smith's, continuity of the team really boosts a lot of what this team can do. They have a young core that's hitting its stride, improved goaltending, favorable shifts in the conference, not to mention the fact that you have an aging Penguins and Capitals as well, and a lot of young, youthful stars combined with veteran leadership. I like the Senators to make the playoffs, plus the 125. And my second top future in NHL is the Calgary Flames, under 81.5 points. I just don't think they're going to be good at all. I think they lack offensive firepower. I'm not impressed with their goaltender, Jacob Markstrom here. He was once considered elite, and now he's pretty inconsistent. They have an aging core and a lack of young talent, and I think it makes a lot of sense. They have a ton of weaknesses addressed, which they didn't, and I like the under 81.5 points for the Calgary Flames. That's what I have for you on today's video. Hope you guys are doing great. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. And YouTube Premium, I'll see you at 6:30 as well for the live show. Indian Cowboy, working hard for you every single day. Take care.